One of my neighbors, I don't think it's funny, man. But I'll send you a picture of it. But oh baby, there we go. What is going on, fellas? Welcome back to the vlog. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Today is today's an exciting day. Man, I'm so jacked. So we are en route to GT International to go check the 911. Actually, knock on wood, it's the first time we should start it. So if you caught my last video, you'll know I bought the blown up Porsche for like 13, somewhere around there, I can't remember, 13 grand, something like that, under the pretense that it was a blown motor. The repair order from the original owner that I bought it from was from a Porsche tech. They didn't do a bore scope. No bore scope was done. When they compression tested it, there was oil in cylinders 3 and cylinder 6. When they compression tested it, they didn't even remove the oil. They notated compression is higher due to oil being in cylinders, and they told him it was a blown up motor. So I bought it from him under the pretense it was a blown up motor. I called my good friend Webster, who owns I'm not entirely sure, but GT International in Austin, Texas. He's a Porsche master tech, he knows his stuff. Called him, told him what it was, and he said, dude, there's a really good chance it's the air oil separator. And I said, the what now? And he goes, the air oil separator. I had no clue. This is my first Porsche I'm working on. And before I just went gangbusters, dropping the engine, dropping the trans, going for a 4.0 build, I thought it'd be worthwhile to have someone else look at it, get a second opinion. So I towed it up to him. We did a bore scope. The bore scope looked fine for the most part. Number 6 did look a little weird. There was some weirdness in number 6, but it's like one little score, like one vertical, well, the engine's horizontal, so one horizontal score running the length, but it wasn't bad. It was like kind of, I guess, typical, if you will. It wasn't anything that would cause the engine to hydrolock or anything like that. So he said, you know what, I really truly think we're going to replace the air oil separator and you'll be fine. And I said, dude, no way, let's do it. So he's been working on that. I did tell him, look, while you're in there, let's switch out the IMS bearing. This does have the, what's it called, non-replaceable IMS bearing. So from my understanding, the IMS bearing that goes bad is replaceable. Once Porsche found out that the IMS bearing was a problem, or they knew it, or whatever it was, they upgraded to a non-replaceable IMS bearing, which had bigger bearings or something like that, basically resolving the problem. So it's not anything I have to worry about any longer. So that was good. The clutch is in great shape, so that's okay. So he literally said, we're putting the trans back on. This was yesterday. He said, if you want to come here for first start, record it. He said, we're ready for you. So I'm en route to GT International to see if my $13,000 blown up 997 is going to be fixed with a $500 part. I mean, if that's the case, I owe the previous owner like a fruit basket or something, or maybe that's not it. I'll send that tech, I'll send him a fruit basket. Oh man, I hope this is the case. But anyway, we're en route. Let's get there, and yeah, hopefully you see the 997 starting and me getting a smoking deal. Okay, so the oil air separator is replaced.
Yes, oil air separator's replaced.
Clutch looks good.
I think we were at the process of pulling the fuel pump fuse so we could turn the engine over and maybe squish out any oil that's in the cylinders. Yep. And then put the plugs in and then run it.
Bro, you really think this is gonna work?
Yeah.
So none of the scoring we saw was.
I don't think it's significant enough to rebuild the engine. But I mean, that's up to you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Yeah, if we don't have to, that would just be.
Yeah, I would say just enjoy it for a little bit. You know, start doing all the, you know.
There's plenty of cosmetic stuff.
Yeah, you know. Battery's hooked up. I don't know if the battery's hooked up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sean just
used
it.
it.
I was like, I just smell fuel too.
Never a good sign. We smell fuel. It's always like code red. So when you say blow stuff out.
Okay, you all right?
Yeah, we're just because you don't have any spark plugs in there.
Okay.
And there was a little bit of oil, so we just want to get as much out as possible.
Okay.
Ready?
Go for it. Good. That should be good. Let's go ahead and put the spark plugs in.
Did anything come out?
I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything. There was just a small little puddle in there, so it'll probably just burn off.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get the spark plugs in.
So if the engine were catastrophic failure, would you think you would see some shit?
Yeah, you would see metal here. If there was metal, then I would put a magnet to it to see if it's ferrous, because that would be bearing material. If it was non-magnetic, then it could be just chain slapping the crankcase, and I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, I mean,
that's still good.
I'm thinking this thing will start right up,
bro.
You ready?
Yep. Oh yeah. If you weren't kidding, there's some smoke. So if it were a liquid lock motor or something that could happen, would it have done it already? If there was, yeah. Oh, it would have.
No, it happened already.
Oh, it would have?
Probably on your first rotation.
No way. So if the gouges in the cylinders were big enough to liquid lock it or whatever, it would have happened already.
Let's cut the motor, put the wheels on, move it outside, and then let all this
and do a burnout?
blow.
Look at that. She is dry. That thing rides like it's a four-wheel drive, just mud truck. It's so high. Before I went and looked at it, I asked the guy, I'm like, there's an engine in there, right? It's so high. I cannot believe this. Look at that thing. That's hysterical.
Oh yeah, we'll do that for a couple of days.
Will it really?
Yeah. Let's just hope your cats and your O2s
don't get yeah. It's just filing right back in. No way.
I would like for that ticking noise to go away.
What does that sound like?
I don't know yet.
Have to see what it sounds like at temp.
Yeah, once it warms up.
I hear like two underlying noises. Fingers crossed to clear up.
Yeah.
And worst case scenario.
Yeah. 4-0. No way. That is awesome.
Should have parked it the other way.
Yeah. Well, if we need a fog machine, we got it. I mean, I'm assuming. I'm assuming if the motor was really jacked in any way, it wouldn't be able to do that.
No. I'm gonna turn this around. All right.
Yeah. All right, so it runs. It runs good. It runs well, I guess. There's still some oil coming out of the exhaust, but that, according to Webster over here, is kind of to be expected. There's a little bit of a tick going on, but we haven't really got it up to full operating temp yet. So we're hoping that kind of dissipates once it starts to warm up. Do you think, will that dissipate once the oil is out of the system? Or is that something that's an operating temp thing?
It just needs to burn off.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It needs to burn off.
All right, so yeah, I mean, for now, we're considering this a win because it starts, it's not liquid locking, hydro locking, doing anything like that. So that is a gigantic win. What would you say next step is? Just kind of keep running it?
Yeah, let it get to operating temperature. I'd like to see the smoke go away.
Right.
And the ticking noise subside a little bit. Some valve tray noise is expected, but it's a little too loud for what I'm used to hearing.
Right.
So maybe we'll know more definitively tomorrow after we put some miles on it.
Are you actually going to drive it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that. Well, you'll just tell me how it is, but I am very curious. This will be an absolute shocker. If this is, and if I wouldn't have brought it here, because my initial plan was to just drop the motor because I was told it was blown up. And then this guy said, no. Don't think you have to yet, hold on. All right. Oh, man. All right, boys. So, I mean, it runs. It runs, it drives, the clutch is in good shape. The IMS bearing is a non-serviceable one, which means it's already been kind of the updated version from Porsche. Shoot, I'm at a loss for words because I truly did not think changing the air oil separator would fix this problem. But it makes sense. I mean, I guess it makes sense. So where we're at now is there's still a ton of oil in the overall system, right? Like the exhaust has oil. Like there was so much oil in the cylinders that it was just smoking a ton, as you saw. And that'll take some time to wear off. So where we're at now is I left it at GT International. Webster's going to put a few miles on it, 10, 20 miles. And within that time frame, the smoke should burn out. The oil, I guess I should say, the oil should burn off. And the ticking that he heard almost sounded like lifters is what he was saying. That at temperature should die down a little bit or dissipate entirely. I'm not sure, but he did say that was his only real concern. Yeah, so what we're doing now is it's Tuesday, the 16th. I'm leaving it at GT International until the end of the week. He's going to drive around, put miles on it, and knock on wood, we're good. I mean, this is just absolutely unbelievable that this could be the deal. I mean, again, I have the I have the repair order from the original owner that shows they diagnosed it as a blown engine. This is just absolutely wild. So we're going to leave it with Webster until the end of the week. And then I'm going to go pick it up and bring it back here and I guess get started. I mean, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I wasn't planning on having the car be drivable this early. So that kind of expedites the build, which is absolutely insane to me. I guess only time will tell. So, if you are new to the channel, guys, smash that subscribe. I got so much stuff going on. Got these guys I still got to work on. I got some, I don't know if you can see them back there, some sway bars that I need to install on the E92. I got more stuff to do with the sim. I want to get in on that, do more of that. I got E36, a ton of stuff. Ton of stuff. So if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.